before we get into the video, I wanted to get into the history of the route a little bit more, because we were kind of on a time crunch when we filmed, and we just wanted to get the actual climbing in. It was really hot. And as I watched this video, I thought, oh wow, that was really short and simple and interesting. People will probably like it, but it needs more talking. You know, I just can't stop myself from talking. Brandon gets into it a little bit. This was put up by Christian Fracke and Joel Peterson in 2010. And what's notable about that is that this was one of the first routes that was put up that was a pre-existing top rope that had then been freed. So basically from 1995 until 2010-ish, late 2000s, there had been very sporadic route development, a route here and there. I don't know if any head points had gone down in that period of pre-existing routes. Obviously in 2010, Ozone was put up by Cody Sims. Andy Sale was developing routes then, West Converse, Christian. Might be some names that I'm missing. So this was one of the first routes that was a pre-existing top rope that had been freed. And then from like the mid 2010s, from like 2014, really with the freeing of Slammin' the Salmon by Ken Murphy, that sort of started the fire of people just freeing everything in the Gunks. There's probably a handful of routes now that hadn't been freed. There are X-rated 512s going down all the time. There's new routes going up all the time. There's been a massive wave of development from 2015, 2014 until now, 2024. And I don't see it stopping anytime soon. It seems like it's just growing, which is great. So this route was sort of the beginning of that, which is really cool, really notable thing about this route. So let's get into it. Welcome back with the Quiet Subculture. And we're here on like an almost 80-degree day with Brandon, who you're about to meet. Brandon and I met a few seasons ago when I first started the channel, and he might have been like one of the first people that ever saw my channel, because he was like, yo, I see your videos, man. And I literally had like one video up with like no views. And then we just kept running into each other and became, you know, friends and partners from there. So today, on this really hot day in full sun, he's gonna lead Word of Mouth, which is a G-rated 12B. So if anybody falls, nobody's gonna break their legs, nobody's gonna break their ankles, nobody's gonna require an emergency room visit. Nice safe climbing today, but still small gear, still techie and spooky. And let's pass it off to Brandon.
So I'm Brandon, nice to meet you guys. Like Eric said, we're getting on Word of Mouth today, the 512B over in the Traps area. Word of Mouth was put up in 2010 by Christian Fracke and Joel Peterson. Christian Fracke is actually the Gunks app author, and he's the one that runs the Instagram page, so that's a pretty cool, fun little Gunks history there. It's a link up to Stirrups Treble 510C. Stirrups Treble is a great route. It's on you the whole time. It's a great climb, a little sweaty today. You know, I'm psyched to get on it today, but yeah, I'm ready. Get the crux piece right here, Wild Country offset 0.2, 0.1. Actually got it at the Annex for $30, so it's a used cam, so it's
nice.
Pretty fun. Start off a 30-foot or like 25-foot ledge, and you step off with no gear, get like a 0.2 in, and then you have to make a few dicey moves up to the next piece of gear, which is really bomber. It's not a gimme. On one of my elite attempts, I actually biffed the mantle up and went for the jug at the 0.75 and hit my fingers on the block section, and then took a big whipper and almost hit my ankles against the ledge. But, you know, my belayer was lucky enough to give me a good catch, so that was nice. I needed my .75.
For what?
I usually place it here, and this .5 goes up there.
You missed a piece of gear?
Yeah.
I could pass off my purple dragonfly to you too.
Honestly, would you? Keep the scent alive.
Keep moving, you got it.
Good. Despite the mistake. Gear at the crux is really good, but it's just a little bit strenuous to place. So I spent about 4 sessions working this climb on top rope, just, you know, getting the gear dialed and getting the moves dialed, because you get there at the crux and if you're pumped and you place the gear wrong and you faff with it, then you're not going to get through it. You know, you get a little bit pumped.
It's cheaty rest.
Yeah, dude. Wait till you see the next cheaty rest.
How'd you feel?
I'm placing the gear, but I just breathed right at the crux and just locked in and just went for it.
What happened what happened with the gear down there, actually?
Oh man, dude, I was too in the zone and I forgot the .75, but you know what I think that's from is from all my mock leads, I use that .75 as a directional. So I'll when I get there, I'll take it out and replace it. And I think I just didn't naturally have it on my harness, so I just forgot it, you know. But
yeah.
You saved the day with that purple dragonfly. So yeah, man, kept the scent alive.
Basically, I was in on I was in
I was in a directional on a purple dragonfly, and I ended up coming out of it and dropping it down to Brandon. So we're still considering that a free ascent.
Oh, for sure. We're taking it 100%.
Yeah. Sick, dude. Great job, man.
Thanks, man.